Good evening, this is the Oscar expert here with Brother Bro, and Gold Derby's polls are open. Awards experts has its polls open the whole year.
They're always open.
We kind of know what's happening, and it's very similar, right? It's very similar. We also have some changes in our predictions that we can talk about, and some developments in the race that have happened that we haven't talked about on the main channel, but we have been talking about it in the memberships. You know, every week stuff is happening, announcements are happening, and we're giving you like weekly updates basically on the members. Let's go look at their best picture. And number one, which is not, we actually don't know how many people have this at number one. It's just by percentage of people who are predicting it now. Sinners has the most people predicting it. 88% of people are predicting Sinners. It's not the kind of thing like Everything Everywhere where you kind of have to like convince people that it's happening. Like it does tick every single box that you could want for an Oscar contender, and that's unquestionable.
I think, like, honestly, virtually nobody in our audience denies this, right?
Nor on Gold Derby, nor in any
Also,
audience.
if you saw the mid-season polls, like the critic polls, best movie of the year so far, Sinners topped it by far. It was like far and away the number one pick. I think it's going to end up in the top 5 for critics' picks by the end of the year easily, and it might remain number 1.
A lot of critics are going to give it Best Picture.
Sinners is a great afterlife, so to speak. You know, that movie has gotten better for me as I've watched it many times, and even as I just sit with it. And sentimental value, number 2.
Well, it's not really number 2. It's really number 3 if you look at the percentage that people are predicting it. Why is Life of Chuck at 12 when 8% of people are predicting it? Actually, editors have Life of Chuck at 50% of them predicting it, and the experts have like 30%. So I think
that's where it comes from.
It's weighting the experts and the editors. Yeah. Experts like myself, who is an expert on Gold Derby, are being weighted more than the average user.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that you are an expert.
So all the odds in the images that we captured were taken a few days after the video, and they don't reflect what we were saying in the video, which is like the percentages are out of order, and the order doesn't reflect the order. So just know that. So Wicked for Good, also way up there. I mean, I do think that this and One Battle After Another, which is next, which is, 75% of people predicting it, these two are vulnerable. They're good bets for many reasons that everybody can name, but Wicked could just be a little less exciting, not quite as good.
Right.
One Battle After Another could underwhelm many, be kind of divisive.
I feel like the Letterboxd and the reviews for One Battle After Another are going to be very good no matter what. Box office might tell another story.
Well, allegedly, that movie might be thinking about not going to Venice because they don't want to risk having the reviews be like kind of mixed or something, which is, the studio may be cautious. The test screenings may not have been glowing.
But regardless, it's the same studio as Sinners. 2 movies from the same studio happens like maybe once
Warner
every
Brothers
year
does
on
it.
average.
Warner Brothers does it though.
Yeah.
They do it pretty frequently.
It's not a reason to doubt it, but it's like just a reason to say, okay, well, it's definitely number 2 on the priority.
So Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere is 5. I don't like that it's called Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere, but I think it's fair. Like, that movie could be mid and just, I feel like mid and still get in though. That's the thing. I mean, as long as Jeremy Allen, Avatar is number 6, and the trailer apparently is coming very soon, and I will be watching the trailer and I will be thinking to myself either, oh wow, like this looks like an exciting new chapter in Avatar, which, I felt like that about The Way of Water when the trailer came out. I was like, wow, underwater, the visual effects, holy shit, what an upgrade. But this one, shot at the same time, probably gonna have the same look. If I watch the trailer and I go, yeah, okay, it's another Avatar, like that's where I'm gonna be like,
last time was Avatar in SeaWorld. Like, where is this one? What's fire? It's just Avatar in the forest fires?
Honestly, if there's too many fires, I think it might look ugly, because I thought some of the uglier scenes in Avatar were like, there's just too many fires in the background, and like things look kind of gray and muddy and red. I do have Avatar outside the 10 right now. I don't know if we had that in our last video. We might have had it at number 10. I'll tell you what I have in when we get to it. Begonia and Jay Kelly. So Jay Kelly, great buzz on that. Everybody seems to be predicting this one. But at this point in the year, you often can feel like what studios are trying to put out, and Jay Kelly, makes the headlines every once in a while.
Kind of consolidating, like, this studio has this. Searchlight has Rental Family, spoiler alert, that we're going to talk about that later. Mziah King has nothing. Who is taking Mziah King? Like, Neon has their contenders. A24 just seems to be going all in on Marty Supreme. Like, wait, where is Marty Supreme? Oh, it's at number 10. Whoa, that's actually very different.
That's because it has 63%, so that means that the experts and editors are not as hot on it. And also, Begonia is, that should be number 5. but it's number 7, so maybe the experts aren't as hot on Begonia.
Yorgos Lanthimos' fan club is huge, though, and if it's just even if it's just a very enjoyable movie without like that much depth, I feel like that even could still get in.
Well, it just needs
it
to
looks
have
really
the
enjoyable.
performances getting in. You know,
I think it's gonna be all the things.
I mean, Best Actor is getting really crowded, so it makes me think Plemons is, and Jay Kelly is just one that, like, there's just rumors about test screenings and buzz, and they put out a photo already. Like, Netflix actually has been putting out their photos. They did put out some photos for Ballad of a Small Player. They announced that A House of Dynamite exists.
I mean, we got
Frankenstein is a trailer, yeah. So they're kind of setting up their cards. Like, Train Dreams has a November release. They didn't set up a trailer for that. Like, I don't know what they're doing with that.
Train Dreams is not their move this year. I don't know why after Sundance it felt like they were going to do that and then didn't, but it makes sense that it's not.
It Was Just an Accident is number 9 on here. So,
That's pretty good.
That's kind of around where we have it. I did take it out because I put in something else for Screenplay, and I was also like, okay, After the Hunt, also a Screenplay contender. Like, if we can't fit that movie in Screenplay, it doesn't have enough categories to get into Best Picture. Like, unless you go crazy and you're just lone director picture. I do have it in director, kind of inconsistent, but also like, another round, Cold War, whatever. Like, you could maybe see this happen. It wouldn't shock me if there was an outcome where it gets into director without picture, even though there's a locked in 10. It kind of makes me think like, okay, truly, like, the reason people are predicting is because it won the Palm. If it didn't win the Palm, if it came in second place, if it won director, if it won screenplay, like, it wouldn't be being predicted. It would be like number...
That's 100% true.
30!
That's true.
But has that been true? Like, if Anora didn't win Palm, it still would get nominated. Like, if Anatomy of a Fall didn't win Palm, it would still have gotten buzz for the, Senator Hooler in the screenplay.
And another yellow flag is that it's their number 2 film.
Very much their number 2.
Very much their number 2 film.
Yeah.
I could see Neon being aggressive with it despite all of that, but I think this is definitely not a film you want to say is like a lock.
Well, so far it seemed like Neon is the kind of studio that puts all their chips on one movie, but apparently...
Which is a good strategy.
They're hiring like a super good awards campaigner this year, and they freaking went on a shopping spree at Cannes, and they even have like, at the very least, a Wagner Moura prospect in The Secret Agent. Like, they just got no other choice. They have a lot to do, so I think they do need that if they're going to try to juggle more than just sentimental value. And so maybe they can this year. Maybe
they're doing a lot of work. They're being very aggressive. That's a good sign.
And then you have Frankenstein at 11, which I'm kind of surprised because I'm also surprised to find that it's dropped from the top 10 on your app. I've always had Frankenstein in like the 15, but not quite the 10.
Yeah. No, I think that's a fine slot for it to be in. What I find interesting is that if you look at like the percentage odds here, you can see that people are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's significantly lower percentages below 10.
If you look at how many movies have over 10% predicting them, it's only 14 movies. So apparently there's a consensus on which films are like the contenders, and not that many people are deviating. Anyway, you have The Life of Chuck, which is just not fucking happening at this point. Like, I don't even think that's getting screenplay. Like, that is going to get ignored because it didn't make enough of a splash and it came out in the first half of the year.
What's the box office? What are the numbers about that?
It has 10 million worldwide. This is more than Sing Sing, but it's just not like that good.
Why don't you share your thoughts on Life of Chuck now that you've seen it?
I enjoyed Life of Chuck. I thought that the first half was like really, really strong. I don't know how I felt about some of the things like him coming through the window. Like, I don't know what that is. Like, no one's been able to explain what that is. I think it's a nice, touching movie. It's kind of like a broad, sentimental, like...
Crazy that was the People's Choice winner, and then it went on to make less of a splash than any People's Choice winner in like the last decade and even beyond that.
It's kind of like trying to be messagey and profound in a way that is, maybe refreshing in the sense that that's kind of like a 90s 2000s type of thing for a drama to do that they don't do anymore, so I guess that's kind of cool if you're on board with it. It's a little silly sometimes, but I like Life of Chuck.
The passion for it is still there. Like, the Astras, if Sinners didn't exist, they would have given it like all the awards. It was runner-up in every category it was nominated in that Sinners won. The Letterboxd didn't drop significantly. The IMDb is like a 7.7 with 8,000 reviews, so you can't even tell what that is.
If they planted it as a main studio priority in November or December, maybe it could have done something.
Maybe.
But that's even maybe.
It had a slim package all along.
I'm saying, yeah. Right.
It really makes me wonder whether like we would have just been straight up wrong about it if it did come out that year.
After the Hunt, what do we think about the trailer for this one? Well, I like the trailer. The acting looks fantastic. There's going to be like 5 amazing performances in here, and I'm very excited for everybody. Guadagnino looks like he's doing something cool. You know, some of the scenes I'm seeing interesting POVs. I'm seeing interesting use of shadows in some of the scenes, and also solid blocking in some of the shots. Like I think it looks really good.
His blocking's always unique. Always.
It looks topical. It looks like a prestige drama. Okay.
Yeah.
You can even say it looks like other contenders that have done well at the Oscars, like Doubt or Conclave or Anatomy of a Fall, maybe, and Tar. So it's got its comparisons. Something about it, and I don't know how to say this without thinking that it looks good and high quality, but it kind of looks TV movie-ish, or like a show. It kind of looks like a prestige show, and I don't know what these vibes are, but like I can have it in my 10, I can have it out of my 10, like I don't know.
Call me biased. I did feel a little bit affirmed at where I already had it in my predictions, which is I have Andrew Garfield getting nominated and I have Julia Roberts getting nominated. Iowa Devery, I could see her getting nominated, but I'm not quite as sure. I think those two are the bigger plays. The trailer didn't make me confident that it would be a Best Picture nominee. I think some people will love it for sure. I mean, I think Guadagnino is very consistent and makes great films, but you just don't really know what kind of tone he's going to capture next, or whether it's like an audience film or not. Like, Queer and Challengers are just totally fucking different movies. Like, they have virtually nothing in common. It's just kind of a wild card every time he makes a film, and this one feels more awards prestige-y. Like, I think it will get a nomination somewhere, unlike Queer and Challengers,
unless it like,
but I still don't know if it
mid.
looks like amazing. It's going to blow everybody away. It seems like a film that is going to be a little divisive, like have just enough division that it doesn't quite go into Best Picture, but enough consensus that the acting gets in. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard anything about this film. You know, I'd be really happy if Guadagnino got into the Oscars in all these categories, because his career has just been great, despite not getting nominated since Call Me By Your Name.
No one's describing it as divisive because we don't know that it will be divisive.
Well, these are people who have read the screenplay. I'm talking about those people.
That's what people said about Conclave with the ending, and yet everybody liked that. They were all fans of it. People who read the Zone of Interest script would have definitely said this will not make everybody very happy.
That's fine.
And yet...
That's true. It could be a false.
Or even Tar. Like,
the last thing I'll say about the trailer is that it has an eerie and slightly unpleasant tone. And so I wonder, even if it's beloved by Letterboxd, if it just will have a harder time lulling the Oscar voters.
The Zone of Interest is unpleasant.
It was.
Some movies are unpleasant. They get.
I know, but you have to be like a masterpiece, like Tar and Zone of Interest.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, also Marty Supreme. I guess there are some doubters on this one, and if you look at the director alone, it makes sense. But looking at it, most people believe Timothée Chalamet is getting in. So you think it's getting Best Actor, and it's a period piece with a pretty decent budget, and it's like a biopic, and it's not getting all these other... I don't know, man.
There's been a test screening, but no one has heard very much at all. Although, like, from the tiny bit that has seeped through,
I would say we're good, I think. From what I've heard, we're good. Again, that's a tiny amount, and I don't want to speculate too much. I'm going to have the movie basically like where I did before.
I mean, we all remember the Babylon test screening reactions. I just still feel like Marty Supreme is going to be the shit. The early comparison is like Catch Me If You Can. And just very wild and fun. And
After Hours. Some Scorsese comparisons I've seen. Hamnet has a 30%, margin of people voting for it, so it's very much number 14. We kind of felt like in the beginning of the year that we're not so sure if Hamnet's going to be like that one that's just not quite it, like it's Blitz or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know why everybody thinks this. I thought that was something that we were kind of felt like we were out on a limb doing. Yeah. And everybody else goes, oh, Hamnet is an obvious Oscar contender. Like, clearly.
Well, there hasn't been a lot of buzz around it. There just hasn't been.
That's true. And Focus Features
nothing has really seeped through about it.
We know now it's going to TIFF, don't we?
Oh, that's right.
And that it's not the world premiere, so it's going to be probably at Venice or Telluride.
You can clip me on this. I just feel like I already have a judgment about what the film's going to be, and like when the trailer comes out, I feel like I know how I'm going to feel about it. And that is, I'm going to look at it and say, that's a somber ass film. That is dark and sad and gray. Like, that's what I think I'm going to think about that. And if I'm wrong and the trailer comes out and I just feel like totally differently, then that'd be kind of interesting. And then maybe I'll have to reconsider my stance on Hamnet. But, I've always just felt like maybe this is Oscar homework, not an enjoyable film to watch. You have to watch it because Jessie Buckley's great in it, but other than that, you know, you're just watching like a mother mourn for her son. I'm not trying to shit on it. It might be very good. Like, I'm excited about a lot of the crew in this film. Lucas Zoll in the cinematography, Chloe Zhao.
I was thinking, are we getting a year where for the first time since 2018, you got no films directed by women in Best Picture? And actually, that's not going to be the case. Rental Family is going to get nominated, I think. I'm now on board with this
I'm
because
on board with this too.
There's a few reasons. Number one, there's yet another test screening, you know, reaction that like the movie is just great and it's best actor and it's getting in. I think what convinced me is that the reaction that came out was going nuts for Brendan Fraser, and I feel like that's all I needed to be like, okay, well, if he's gonna like have to get in, then I'm gonna have to do the movie. And Rental Family is going to TIFF. Rental Family has a November release lockdown. Searchlight doesn't seem eager to assert that anything else is their contender. I think Rental Family is going to happen. I just think it's going to win TIFF. It's also a TIFF premiere, which would help its case to win TIFF. We have highest to lowest in F1, 15 and 16. I guess, even though these are in the single digits of people predicting it, you know, it shows that there's a few experts. Why do some people actually think highest to lowest? They just thought, oh, Spike Lee.
Because Spike Lee's film actually got really good critic reviews, and it has a very good Rotten Tomatoes score. What does it have on Metacritic?
It has a 76 on Metacritic.
Yeah, it has like really good reviews.
But it's not like incredible. I think that maybe some people saw the Rotten Tomatoes and they were like, oh, you know, I don't know. And it has an 89.
I mean, still, not a lot of people are predicting it, but I'll say this. I think when you see it, you'll understand that it's not an Oscar contender, but you know, you should still see it. It's a good film. Just a little bit, you know, a little bit uneven around the edges.
Ballad of a Small Player is 20. But it has 8%. I have that in an adapted screenplay. Probably swapped it with Nirvana, the Band, the Show, the movie, which is also not on Gold Derby. Nobody's predicting Train Dreams. No one's predicting Smashing Machine. No one's predicting House of Dynamite.
And people just don't know what to do with it, and her last film was Detroit. That's really it, right? Is there anything else?
At least one or two movies that are from this like basket of almost no one's predicting it will end up shooting up there. And that's definitely a contender for that. I don't think Ann Lee is on here because it's not confirmed to come out, and Gold Derby likes to confirm that you exist before they put you on here. Die My Love number 30, Secret Agent number 29. Secret Agent has almost 8% of people predicting it.
Nouvelle Vague, that's interesting because some people were like, yeah, that's an Oscar contender, and then I saw, you know, even Clayton Davis in Variety had it at like number 11 in his predictions, but I really do not think that film is going anywhere. I just don't. You know, it's going to just do like little tiny box office numbers and disappear.
It's just funny that there's like a consensus right now. In director, Coogler is at number 1. Again, you know, there's some people who are worried about like the fact that it's a blockbuster. Like if he gets snubbed, that's crazy. Joachim Trier is number 2, obviously. Jafar Panahi is number 3 in director. And again, I have him in, even though I don't have the movie at like number 11.
Yeah. It's just something they would do.
Lanthimos and Paul Thomas Anderson.
Those are good picks.
It makes sense that people think this. They have Chloe Zhao at number 6, which is weird because Hamilton's at number 14. John Chu is number 7. I'm surprised that some people are like, actually, with this next one, he's going to happen. And it's like, guys, Villeneuve didn't get nominated for Dune 2. The director's branch does not care.
Like, that's Denis Villeneuve, an auteur filmmaker who then went into... Like, John Chu is a non-auteur filmmaker who didn't get nominated for the first... It's just, there's no way.
There's no way.
Wicked for Good, I'm actually worried. I have that at number 10 in my predictions right now. I'm just like, hey... If something else comes along, like the first movie that we find out is really good in fall festivals, I'm just gonna like swap it for Wicked for Good. I just don't have a whole lot of confidence in it. Call me crazy, but...
Gold Derby doesn't even have no other choice as an option.
So on Gold Derby, you can't add your own films. You can't just say, like, I want to do... You know, you can't just add any film to your list. Interesting.
I guess not.
I guess Word Expert does that, but Gold Derby doesn't.
Noah Baumbach, number 8. It could be interesting. He could definitely get his time here. But, you know... Look what happened with Edward Berger last time. Josh Safdie, number 9 for Marty Supreme.
Number 9, but he has 25% of votes, so he should be number 7.
Yeah, the users like him. The experts, they don't believe in Marty Supreme. They're not believing in Marty Supreme.
That's interesting.
Best Actress, Renata Reinsva is number 1. I don't know if that makes. I guess that makes enough sense, right? Like it could.
For
happen.
now, I have her at number 1 for now. Julia Roberts, I hate to spoil it for you. She's not going to win unless the movie's in Best Picture.
I guess I can't disagree with that.
Even if you accept that that movie is Tar on its like best day, I mean, Cate Blanchett didn't even win for Tar.
Actresses win for non-Best Picture more than, I don't know. It's not a biopic.
It's
not a biopic.
It's not a biopic. Exactly. I just still assume Sentimental Value is going to be closer to winning Best Film.
You have Cynthia Erivo, you have Jessie Buckley, obviously.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence is number 5.
You know, it's interesting. I thought there was like a little bit of Cannes hype, and I thought that was going to die down. And then, you know, I even placed like a bet on her not getting nominated because I was like, oh, people are wrong about that. And actually, the odds haven't really decreased for her. People still have it in their brains that Jennifer Lawrence is going to get nominated, and it's made me second guess myself, but I still maintain that it's not going to happen. Although, like, I get that people might be like, oh, why am I being stubborn about that? I saw the movie. That's just what I think about the movie. Mubi buying that film for like $20 million, like a crazy acquisition price. But I don't know, like, I don't know what the box office appeal is. I don't, like, I see it being, you know, people liking it on Letterboxd, but even there you can see that it's dividing people. I have a hard time believing that's going to get any Oscar nominations. I could be proven wrong. It would just be sort of out there for me. Like, it's not the substance. It's not the substance.
Emma Stone for Begonia. I think you could be cautious about predicting her just because she could go lead or she could go supporting.
Yeah.
Rose Byrne is number 7 for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You. You know, that and Jennifer Lawrence, Dynamite Love, you know, those are a lot of screaming. There are a lot of anxiety. Yeah. Just not sure about that.
That'd be nice, but is it realistic?
Emma Mackey is number 8. That's pretty high. You know, you don't have Amanda Seyfried here for Ann Lee. You don't
She's not on the list.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney's on here because her movie's not like confirmed with a release date and all that.
Best Actress is a little wide open this year, though. There's definitely going to be some contenders that aren't in Best Picture films.
It's actually fascinating. They have Emily Blunt in lead for The Smashing Machine. I don't know why Emily Blunt would be lead for that. I don't think she is. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Who gave him that idea? Do you think there's like merit behind that?
I don't know about that. Also, Jennifer Lopez is lead in Kisses of the Spider Woman. I mean, I could maybe see the studio doing that, but that would just be funny and silly.
I mean, it would just be like shooting yourself in the foot. Like, you wouldn't go anywhere. I mean, I don't think she's gonna go anywhere anyway. I really don't think it's gonna get a single nomination in that movie.
Yeah, I have it for costumes.
Yeah, maybe costumes, but it might be a nothing movie. It's been a nothing movie the whole time. It was a nothing movie at Sundance.
Yeah, we'll see.
And it's still a nothing movie.
Best Actor, Jeremy Allen White is number 1, which makes sense because they think that Springsteen is a bigger contender than Marty Supreme. But Timothée Chalamet is firmly in here. He's number 3. You have Michael B. Jordan at number 2. He's got 66% predicting him. I understand why people are like yelling at us in our comments, and they're like, if Sinners is getting Best Picture, Michael B. Jordan's getting nominated. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. And then I put him back in over Daniel Day-Lewis. And now I took him out for Brendan Fraser for Rental Family. So yeah. What am I to do? I mean, I could just take out Jesse Plemons because he's like kind of uncertain. But
I don't want to take out Plemons.
I believe
if I were to take out anybody, it would be George Clooney for Jay Kelly because...
Oh, no.
No, yeah, maybe because... what if the movie got in, but it was more about the supporting contenders?
Absolutely. No, he is Jay Kelly. I'll tell you this. That man, all 4 of his nominations, he got in every single precursor. Like, when he's on the circuit, he's just there. He's just boom, bang, bizzle. Okay? He's not going to get, like, Critics' Choice and Golden Globe and fizzle out. That'd be kind of weird. Like, he just gets it, you know?
But what if people are like, all right, we've nominated you a lot before.
This is a comeback, kind of, for him.
No, I mean, the reason that I don't have Michael B. Jordan right now is because of Brendan Fraser, because I believe that Rental Family is going to be something. It's Searchlight's only film. No one's biting Mziah King, including Searchlight. And I'm just seeing that that's the play. It seems like what it's going to be. Early test screening reactions, has some good buzz behind it. I really don't believe in Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. I just really don't believe in that.
He's number 4.
I know, he's really high there.
Jesse Plemons, number 6 for Begonia. I mean, he's in there. I'm glad to see that people acknowledge, but...
I think that's going to happen.
If Begonia happens, yes, he will happen. If Begonia happens. I think he's just one of those actors that people are excited about. They're like, man, if you're good in a movie again, we just want to nominate you again.
Yeah.
Whereas, sometimes, like, maybe DiCaprio, it's like, we've given you lots of attention for sort of similar roles. Like, we're not as excited to push you in there. They need to be excited. Like, George Clooney, we've probably seen him do similar roles. Because he's always a little bit, that George Clooney guy. But because we haven't nominated him since The Descendants, or really even seen him in anything as good, I think they'll be excited to push him back in there. Colin Farrell is number 7 for Ballad of a Small Player. Paul Mescal-Hamnet is 8, and we don't know what category he's going in. If Dwayne Johnson at number 9, Denzel Washington highest to lowest.
No possibility. There's no path for that.
And Brendan Fraser for Rental Family is number 11. He's number 11. And then Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent is 12, but he does have 21% of the vote.
You know, it's fascinating. That is a huge margin. Like, that should, you know, with users, he would be ranked number 8.
I actually wouldn't dismiss, though, that like a lot of people really think Wagner Moura is happening.
I know.
He's certainly a contender.
I agree.
He's certainly possible.
I agree. I would not deny it.
Oscar Isaac for Frankenstein's 13, and I guess Daniel Day-Lewis has 5% of votes. They don't have Late Fame in here either. Yeah. Unconfirmed release.
That could just come out next year or something.
I really don't see how Daniel Day-Lewis is going to be 15. He's just going to have to go up, you know, like, I don't know. I don't see a way around that. Supporting actress, almost a dead heat with Elle Fanning and Ariana Grande. You know, Elle Fanning is pretty much locked in. We understand this. We know this.
Yeah.
And Ariana Grande is contingent on her movie. So, in my opinion, well, I guess I put Ariana Grande number 1, but Elle Fanning is the most likely to be nominated. Teyana Taylor is number 3 for One Battle After Another, which,
yeah.
Again, like, I gotta tell you, I've been hearing that there's no supporting actresses in there. Like, there just aren't any contenders. Wunmi Musaku! Now, this is where your app is different.
Yeah.
For Sinners is number 4. To be fair, if you go by percentage, she's number 6.
That's
still
still
very high. Oh, you know, it's funny. She's in the predictions, but Haley Steinfeld won the Astra Award.
Yep.
Delroy Lindo's in the predictions, but Miles Caton
Yeah.
won the Supporting Actor Award at Astros. Just a little bit funny, a little bit of a chuckle. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she was very good, and I wouldn't hate it, but I didn't think that she had like it. She didn't have like the moment where I could really see it. I think it will probably not happen, but it would be interesting to see how close or a thing at all she is. Really, Inga Ibsdottir Lilius, number 5. Good job on acknowledging this. I really think this is happening, especially after seeing the trailer. I fucking understand, okay?
You'll understand. You'll understand.
And every time I ask you, I'm like, are you sure about that? You're like, yeah.
I have no reason not to do it right now. I mean, Elle Fanning was like, okay, that's definitely happening. And then Lilius, I was like, you know, people could catch on to that because she's in it. Like, she has just as big of a role pretty much as Elle Fanning does, but Elle Fanning's more like, wow, we've never seen Elle Fanning this good. But I do think they're both going to get it.
Io Debris for After the Hunt is number 6.
That's fair. Jennifer Lopez.
Wait, so they're double categorying people. Jennifer Lopez was also in lead, so it's just up to you. I guess she could happen, but I don't think so. Gwyneth Paltrow for Marty Supreme, number 8.
I think that's actually a big difference with our app. I think a lot of people are having her in.
She will probably have a small amount of screen time.
Yeah, she's number 3 in our app, so this could be a moment where we have to break out of our echo chamber. Maybe that's just not a thing.
Well, I took her out. I put in Io Debris, but I don't necessarily have confidence about that either, but she does look good in the trailer. She looks like she has a number of scenes, and I heard she might be later on screen time, but even so, like, she has several scenes that she may be very good in. Do you think that with After the Hunt, we could see buzz for Chloe Sevigny or Michael Stuhlbarg as secondary supporting contenders? Because they both actually look like they have some good scenes.
Yeah, there could be buzz for it, but it might probably be a pipe dream.
Oh, Laura Dern's number 9 for Jay Kelly. I mean, I gotta say, like, I heard that she was a highlight. My initial reaction was like, people are just putting Laura Dern in there because she got nominated for Marriage Story, but it's like, you know, that might be the real fucking deal. Okay. Yeah. Glenn Close, number 10 for Wake Up Dead Man. That'll be really fun if that's actually takes off.
Emma Stone in Eddington is hilarious. That's hilarious. 5% of people have Marie Yamamoto in there, so that's pretty good for a film where we don't even know what she's doing. I mean, a lot of people seem to believe in Rental Family.
And you're not allowed to predict Emily Blunt for The Smashing Machine. You're not allowed to say that might happen.
Oh, wow. You can't even do that?
So supporting actor Stellan Skarsgård is number 1. And he's actually number 1 by a margin. That makes sense because he's really the biggest one that's been seen. That man has a strong shot to win off his first nomination. He sure does.
Stellan Skarsgård is a lock as long as he doesn't go lead.
In which case, he's still getting nominated, probably.
He's still going to get nominated if he goes lead.
He
should not go lead, though. Lead actor is competitive this year. There's a lot of Best Picture films with male leads. He could very well win if he goes supporting.
Mr. Jeremy Strong, number 2 for Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere. And by contrast, Stephen Graham is number 10 for the same film. You know, I guess I have heard here and there that, like, some people actually believe it's more Stephen Graham. Maybe it's both. maybe it's neither. That's what makes it kind of tricky for me. Delroy Lindo for Sinners is number 3, so people actually do believe in him.
And many, many more people are predicting him than Miles Caton.
Yeah, well, Miles Caton doesn't have nobody. He has 14%.
It'll be interesting to see if Miles Caton can... I just don't really see him getting nominated over Delroy Lindo. I don't think that would happen. I still think Delroy Lindo is like possibly not getting nominated, but I'm still going to predict that.
I gotta say though, man, your community in their favorites tab likes Miles Caton more than Delroy Lindo.
That's true.
27% said that's their favorite supporting performance of the year so far, where 11% said Delroy Lindo. And then,
that's interesting.
You know, the Astro Awards gave Miles Caton the award, and they didn't nominate Delroy Lindo. So let's just keep an eye out. Like, yes, Delroy Lindo could get a campaign going, but right now, it seems like it's possible that critics just left to their own devices will just start nominating Miles Caton, and they won't pay as much attention. And then, I don't know what happens from there. Like, maybe he gets SAG. Because SAG will like Sinners a fucking lot. SAG's going crazy.
When it comes to industry, the narrative of, hey, Delroy Lindo, it's his time, everybody, takes off more. And we're like, well, you know, we love Miles Caton, but we'll wait for some other time. Like, it's about Delroy Lindo now, everybody.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that kind of happened with Jamie Lee Curtis, too, even though Stephanie Hsu still got nominated.
Now,
but, hey, I mean, maybe there's a double supporting nomination for Sinners.
That would be fucking funny because...
Look, if the field clears out, that could happen, right? Like, if it clears the fuck out...
You know, we were talking after we saw the movie about, like, oh, maybe this movie doesn't get an acting nomination, we're not sure. And it's like, I guess you could argue that 4 is not, like... that 4 acting nominations is not 0% chance. I also agree, though, everybody's a maybe. Everybody's on the table, and yet there are probably, like, at least 3 people on the table. It's kind of funny.
It's interesting. I'm actually really struggling with the supporting category in general.
You're going to have to put somebody from Rental Family. I heard it's Akira Moto.
Sometimes in the supporting categories, all that you have to do to eke out the other person is to be older than them. That has happened a couple times. I just kind of had a brain blast. I'm sorry that Miles Caton could actually be a double supporting nominee, because Sinners is a very popular film, and you know, like Everything Ever All at Once, something like that could happen. It actually does have the potential for that. That's interesting. I do feel like there has to be a slot for Rental Family. I'm gonna take out Jeremy Strong and put in someone else because I feel like I just don't know what's happening.
Well, I already did that. I put in Sean Penn.
You put in Sean Penn. See, that makes sense. Where's Sean in here?
He's number 5. Yeah, Sean's here. But the reason I put Sean Penn in is because I know that he is, like, delivering hard in this movie, and
he's going nuts.
If I do think it is getting into Best Picture, it probably comes in unless it's, like, actually, like, really on the cusp. But, no, like, women talking
I
and
feel
getting
like he might not come in because Sean Penn is a little bit controversial of a person.
I don't know if people care.
I don't know if people care either, but I think it matters.
Adam Sandler is number 4, which is, you know, I thought he'd be a little higher. But I guess Jay Kelly's number 8, so maybe not everybody is on board or understands that's happening. Mark Hamill, number 6, fucking get out of here. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Mark Hamill, he's done. He's over. I did think Mark Hamill was very good in the movie, but I did have, I think, the reaction that you did, which is like, yeah, I guess, like, if they really try to make it happen, like, it could happen if the movie's in Best Picture. But even then, it's like, yeah... You have to squint like a little bit to see it, but he is like, I don't know, he's pretty good. Andrew Garfield After the Hunt is number 7. So he's a little lower, but, you know, of course the movie was outside the 10.
He was a real standout in the trailer,
man,
though.
I
have to keep him in.
It's going to be one of his best performances.
I do have to keep him in after that trailer, because there's a couple moments where he really gets explosive.
Oh, and he looks like he's got a lot of screen time.
I think that movie might really be like, these actors need to get... It's kind of like a Steve Jobs. I actually see it getting similar reviews to Steve Jobs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I could see it getting a similar Metacritic score. Some people don't like it, and, like, the slight divisiveness is enough to tip it out of Best Picture, but it still remains in there for acting nominations.
Diego Luna is number 9 for Kiss of the Spider-Woman. That's kind of crazy. Like, that's not happening. He is very good in it. Like, it's not that I would hate it. I think that the lead performances in the movie are very good. It's just not happening. And he's Stephen Graham at 10. Jack O'Connell at number 11. Jack O'Connell was quite fucking good in Sinners. I don't think he'll be nominated for it, but, like, it's still worth giving him a little praise. I mean, that character is, like, iconic now.
I love his performance in that film. Like, he's just eating up the screen every time he's in it, and he's just really fun, but I don't think people are going to take that seriously as an awards prospect, and I feel like it's going to feel more imperative to do the other 2 Sinners actors.
It's like his most iconic performance, Jack O'Connell.
I agree.
He's been like around for a long time, and it felt like he was always on the cusp of being a breakout. And now with this, and then like I guess 28
whatever's later,
decades later, He'll be in that, and then
that's gonna be fun.
Pascal for Materialist number 13. Get out of here! No way. Jonathan Bailey has 8.45%, so he should probably be a little higher.
That's totally fair.
Akira Emoto is number 15. Takahiro Hira is number 20. So I don't know like what people are hearing and from where, but I guess I'll keep Akira Emoto as my pick. Also, Wizard of the Kremlin's probably coming out this year.
Yes,
and it's not on here. Oliver Assayas is directing it. It has Jude Law as Vladimir Putin. I put it in for makeup because I saw a behind the scenes photo and I thought like, yeah, why not? And Paul Dano is the lead.
He would definitely be a contender.
It's based on a book people like actually really like.
Yeah,
and it may go to the Venice Film Festival.
That's probably going to be a really good film. I don't know if it's like a Best Picture movie, but why wouldn't he be a contender for like getting makeup on and playing Putin? I think he would get nominated. Yeah. He would get nominated somewhere. Maybe, yeah. Somewhere.
I don't know why there's like a thing about Andrew Scott in Blue Moon. I mean, maybe when I see the movie, I'll be like, oh, yeah, he was fucking good.
What are you talking about?
Some people are like keeping him floating around in there somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprising. No, Blue Moon is nothing.
Well, Blue Moon might have a second life at Fall Fest, actually.
That's fine. It has like a 3.5 on Letterboxd.
Oh, it is nothing. All right, so adapted and original. It's just like picture pretty much. But, we got One Battle After Another as number 1. Begonia number 2. Then Wake Up Dead Man is number 3, which makes sense because the other Knives Out films and it also looks quality. Hamnet's number 4. I'll just put it this way. If Hamnet is not in Best Picture, it's probably not getting a screenplay nomination, just like out of nowhere. They'll find something else. It is one of the bigger contenders overall in this category, but screenplay is sometimes an all or nothing film, or you have to like be very screenplay centric. Like
I don't blame them though for having that in because there's actually not a lot of options.
Yeah.
No, Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere, that should be an easy number 3 or 4 because that's like a Best Picture movie, and there's always that film that gets into Best Picture that we're doubting as a screenplay contender, and then it becomes a total lock, like a complete unknown.
And Maestro, people doubted Maestro even after it got the BAFTA nomination.
No, Deliver Me from Nowhere would definitely get a screenplay nomination if it's in Best Picture. Okay, adapted screenplay's easy this year. Now, I do feel like the smartest option here is what you said, Ballad of a Small Player.
It was
I think that film's going to be solid. It's going to be a line drive down the middle, make it the second base of the Oscars. Like, doesn't go nowhere, but doesn't go all the way to home base. Screenplay nomination for that? Sure, I could totally see it.
What's kind of funny? You think about last year how Sing Sing got a screenplay nomination and a Best Actor nomination. Got 2 major nominations. Sing Sing did not seem like it would get in off like the screenplay alone or anything.
Right.
Train Dreams is also, or you could nominate Clint Bentley again if you want to.
No.
Life of Chuck is number 7.
You may as well put Nuremberg up there. Like,
fuck Nuremberg. Absolutely
I know, fuck it, but like, you may as well, because what else?
You may not as well.
See, this is the thing. See how low Die My Love is? I mean, it's 4% actually. That's not that bad. There's like no other category that you would dare put that movie in. You wouldn't dare. And I'm talking to you.
Maybe you could argue Head is higher. Original screenplay, we got Sinners. Now, this is the highest margin of people predicting anything anywhere, which is that Sinners has 91% of people predicting it an original screenplay. For anybody out there who has it predicted an original screenplay but not picture, we're going to have to have a little talk. I don't really understand you. Then we have Sentimental Value. Obviously, I mean, Sentimental Value, there's no doubt at this point. No. That's an across-the-board contender.
Yeah.
Jay Kelly, that's pretty easy as well.
Yeah.
It Was Just an Accident is number 4, and Marty Supreme is number really 5. Good. So,
that's actually my top 5. That's funny. But here's the thing. Like we said, we're taking Rental Family seriously. I put that at number 6 in my predictions. I was here's what fuck it, Searchlight's going to go in on it. All the signs are there. The green lights are go.
Thanks, here's what you should do.
I know, you're going to tell me to put Rental Family in over It Was Just an Accident.
Why the fuck wouldn't you do that?
I'm insane. I have Rental Family and It Was Just an Accident.
What'd you do?
I don't know how this would happen. I just feel like it will, and I don't know how to explain that. I mean, I don't know.
Took out Marty Supreme.
Yeah. I know it doesn't make sense, right? But here's the thing. Nothing makes sense to me. So I just said, fuck it, buy Marty Supreme for no good reason.
Can you?
I just want to put both in because I have a strong feeling that you're right about Rental Family. And that would not miss screenplay if it won the People's Choice Award.
Do you have a strong feeling about It Was Just an Accident? You have a weak feeling.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You have a muted feeling.
I have a middle feeling, but no. I still feel like I think It Was Just an Accident.
When you
we'll
stop
get a
talking,
BAFTA nomination, and it might get a major nomination at Golden Globes.
When you stop talking,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. You know, as well as I do, if Marty Supreme's in Best Picture, it's not bottom 3. If Rental Family's in Best Picture, it's like kind of in there. And maybe 7. If It Was Just an Accident in Best Picture, it's bottom 2. Why the fuck would they prioritize that screenplay?
Last year, 3 films got into screenplay that didn't get into Best Picture. I'm trying to think about the kind of films that are like missable in screenplay that also get into Best Picture. And I got to admit, like Marty Supreme does not feel like that to me. But this is the interesting thing: the Zone of Fucking Interest beat Killers of the Flower Moon.
That made no sense at all. And I guess all you're doing is basing it off that.
It's kind of based
also,
on that.
Black Swan missed for another year, and that was kind of that too.
I know it's rare, but the thing is, when people are like writing their ballots, they might go with like, I love this film, so like I need that to happen. I wonder if Panahi is just gonna get that screenplay nominated, because that screenplay is really good. That's like maybe the standout element of the film even. Objectively, I think Marty Supreme belongs in there. And, you know, if you want to put Rental Family, the rational thing to do is swap it with
like Rental Family is, if that's in Best Picture, it's not negotiable.
What if you're wrong? What if Marty Supreme is actually bottom 5? And here's how that could happen.
You mean if it doesn't get director and it just gets actor and a couple texts?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, here's what could happen.
No.
What?
Marty Supreme is a filmmaker-based contender. They're going to nominate it for director or screenplay.
What if we're like, yeah, that's like a Safdie film. Maybe it's the best Safdie film, but it's a film that grates some people. They're just like, oh, I don't know if I loved that.
Then it's just not going to get in. I don't know. Like,
no, it could still get in though. It's like Oscar.
What would you compare this to? A movie that is from an auteur filmmaker but doesn't get a screenplay or director nomination that also gets into picture? It's just too weird for me.
Don't Look Up.
Too weird for me.
Don't Look Up, maybe?
Don't Look Up and Nightmare Alley. Yes, they got in. The filmmakers already won Oscars. And this would be like Josh Safdie's time to get nominated. It's like more exciting.
No, what I'm saying is too
first time
strange.
around.
What I'm saying is too strange.
I know. That's why you got to take it out of the
do not...
And that's why the slippery slope applies, where you have to take It Was Just an Accident out of... Well, you don't have to take it out of the picture.
Yeah. No, you have to take it out of screenplay, and then... You know, maybe it could get just
as long as you can fit Rental Family in. I agree that it could, and I agree it could do director without.
You know,
picture.
maybe I should be objective more and just have Marty Supreme in.
Anyway, Materialist is somehow fucking number 8, which is not getting nominated for any Oscars ever. Then you have Black Bag for some reason. I mean, Black Bag did have a sharp script, but whatever. Oh yeah, After the Hunt, you know that too. I mean, that is
No, After the Hunt will probably have a standout screenplay.
Yes,
so
if that makes it into picture, it's easily happening. Yep. All right, well that is. Gold Derby and what they think, and it's kind of just another way for us to blabber about what we think. We haven't given you a video in 3 weeks, huh?
I mean, there's not that much that's happening until the fall fests, right? Like, we're gonna get the lineups for TIFF, for Venice, Telluride, or not Telluride, they don't do lineups in advance, but we'll get those fall festival lineups soon. We'll definitely bring you a video when all those are released, and then we'll do another predictions before the fall fests. Unfortunately, I don't think we're having a Barbenheimer party this year. I don't really see any summer blockbusters. There's nothing on our list that's coming out in summer. They moved one battle after another. What's that?
Well, not awards-wise, but Weapons is coming out soon.
Oh, yeah, no, okay, yeah. We'll give you, like, a Weapons review. You know, Sorry Baby's in theaters. Go see that. I think it's a limited release, so I'm sorry if you live in, like, the middle of the country, or I guess just not in the U.S.
And again, just a reminder, like, I think that a fun way to follow the channel right now is with the memberships, because I like writing down the weekly updates, and then every week I'm like giving you stuff. I make it $2 a month because I want you to feel like you're barely paying anything, and those are fun. So go sign up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
What do you think the Gold Derby polls are not understanding?